So, you two, I got a question. That's my favorite leather coat. It's got some pink flaky stuff on it. I've been cleaning off all day. Hopefully, I almost got it off. I gotta do another go over. Do you two know anything about how that stuff got on there? No acting innocent. I know you're cute, but you're not innocent. You're about as far from innocent as you can get.
Hey, hey, hey! It's the Pacific Northwest Geeker Echo! Oh, my tummy, my tummy, oh, my tummy. Kiro here. Cha, cha, cha. And if I seemed a little off, a little low energy, and if you saw the post on my Instagram where I talked about this big, probably about a pound plus burrito and this little tostada that I had for lunch, how I ate all of this in one sitting, you got an idea why I'm not feeling so good right now, because my poor tummy. Oh, I shouldn't have done that in one sitting. I should have ate half of it and brought the rest home, but oh, it was too good. But now my stomach, oh God, my stomach. Ooh. And I'm going to try to do a haul. Now, I'm waiting for one movie to show up. It's not going to be here. It was from the 9th to the 11th. But I'm like, nah, why wait and just go ahead and do this? I'll do a little short when that last one shows up. I'm going to put a link for some of these, because some of these are related to either videos that I've done, or you can see on Tubi. So there's going to be probably a whole bunch of links in the description. But anyways, here recently I did a video where I showed off my wrestling DVD and Blu-ray collection. I came across on Walmart some old TNA DVDs from like almost 20 years ago. So of course, yeah, you know I had to order these things because, dude, it's the X Division. I ordered The Best of the X Division, Volume 1. This was a big reason why I got into TNA was the X Division. This has stuff like Petey Williams versus AJ Styles, AJ Styles versus Christopher Daniels, AJ Styles versus Prime Time, I believe that's Elix Skipper, versus Christopher Daniels versus Ron Truth Killings, all currently known as R-Truth in WWE, Chris Sabian versus Samoa Joe. Dude, this is like from 2005, about almost 20 years ago. This is why, again, I became a fan, so I'm really looking forward. And I know I've seen the 20-man gauntlet that's on here, but the rest I don't recall. So I am looking forward to sitting down and watching these matches. And they also had Volume 2 of The Best of the X Division. This was released in 2006. Has actually more matches on it than Volume 1, but Volume 1 is like 2 discs. And this is only 1 disc and has a whole bunch of matches. Chris Sabian versus Petey Williams versus Alex Shelley. AJ Styles versus Jay Lethal. Chris Sabian versus Petey Williams versus Puma versus Chase Stevens versus Sharkboy versus Elix Skipper. Ooh. Samoa Joe versus Sensei versus Sanjay Dutt. Ooh, and I love that cover. I love that art. There's Samoa Joe, Christopher Daniels, a young short-haired AJ Styles, Petey Williams with the flag, which means it's Team Canada, Petey Williams, and I believe that's Chris Sabian. So, looking forward to that. I'll put the link for my wrestling one in the description. This is one I didn't know they made. It's called, I knew there was a movie called Zombie Massacre. Now, I know about Zombie Massacre. I've seen it. That's actually the one that's on the way, that's going to be either here on the 9th or the 11th, is Zombie Massacre. But they also came across Zombie Massacre 2, Reich of the Dead. And, sorry, someone's messaging me, but, this is produced by Yuri Bowl. I think he was in the last one, in the first one. From Extreme. And it's also, Extreme Video. Zombie Massacre 2. I'm waiting for the first one to show up. So, first one was actually, I liked the first one a little bit. It's kind of a nice little film. So, hopefully I'll enjoy this one the same. Also, if you were checking out my Instagram, you saw me say that I stopped by a small town which has a video store called St. Jack's. And I went in. What it is, they had these movies. You either get 1 for 9 something, 2 for 7 something, or 3 for 6 something. So it's basically 9 something a piece, 7 something a piece for 2, or 3 for 6 something a piece. So I went and got 3. The reason why is because I'm sitting there looking, and I hardly see a wild eye out in the wild, but I can never recall seeing a raw and extreme clickbait, unrated, which is French with English subtitles. I do believe I have another one. Warning: extreme content recommended for ages 18 plus. I don't know if I have. I don't think I have any of the other raw and extreme. I might. I have to. All my collections over there. I'm gonna have to go through, but one of my 2 new wild eyes I'm adding to my collection. Get to the other one in a bit. Ooh. Cutting the finger off. One of the other ones I got. So happy to have this on my collection. First saw this back late 90s, I think it was, on VHS. Could have been the early 2000s. I'm not sure when I first saw this. I was still living in Seattle, I believe, when I saw this. But now I have Dead and Breakfast. Unrated and outrageous. Some of these movies might be on Tubi, but this one has a cool little music number in it. I see if I can find the music video. You actually see a couple pictures for it right there from the music number. I got to see if I can find it on YouTube and add the description for it. I'm coming to get you. 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 Loved it. This is a classic from, what was this? 1972. Over 50 years ago. Oh boy, over 50 years ago. And it stars a young Sam Elliott. Clean-shaven Sam Elliott. Frogs. It's been a long time since I seen this movie. I think the last time was I remember, I want to say I started watching the beginning of it, but I could have been actually been watching someone do a review and they might have shown some clips from it. But I have seen this movie. It's just been a long, long time. And I like right here, it's got some fun facts, such as many of the 500 Florida frogs and 100 giant South American toads purchased for use in the film escaped during production. Ooh. Wow, I'm looking forward to watching this one. I mean, it's been a long, long time since I've seen this one. This is one I've done a review of. This is the one where I talk about the guy who who looks like Duke Nukem punched a zombie T-Rex out. And this is the other newest Wild Eye, Jurassic Dead. This is the DVD Blu-ray combo. Yeah, kind of cool to have that in my collection. Came across it, I thought, why not re-add it to? I used to have it before. It might have been one of the original, if not the original Wild Eyes I owned way back in the day. Probably during the time of my old YouTube channel. I'm not sure. This is one I've talked to a few people. It's called Malleum. Found this at Walmart. Wasn't too sure about it. Asked around about it, and Mayanne, so I'll put a link to Mayanne's channel on this. She kind of suggested, like, this would be worth checking out, so I went ahead and picked it up. Better be right, Mayanne. Mm-hmm. And the final one. I did a watch-along on a pop-up Echo Syde and have reviewed it. Actually, I did the watch-along with Mr. Bones, so I'll put a link for his channel. The Steelbook for Winnie the Pooh. That's my little haul. Like I said, I'm waiting for that last one to show up, and I'm not going to wait till like the 9th or the 11th for it to show up. So I got to go. I got to go take something for my stomach. Reply to this message. I think there's a bike or a car or something outside that sounds sick. But anyways, I'm the Pacific Northwest Geek, and I will see you on the flip side. Toodaloo.